my beloved students. Today we'll start with a fresh chapter, and that is your chapter 10, Force, Work, and Energy. And this is the last chapter of your periodic 2 course. Now, what is force? Okay, force is the push or pull applied on an object. That is, it can move a stationary object, which is to move an object. Stationary object is an object which is at rest. Okay, so it can move a stationary object, it can stop a moving object and even slow it down. It can also change the speed and direction of a moving object. It can change the shape of an object. So these are all the things that force can, with the help of force, we can do. Okay, force can do all these things. So what is force? Force is a push or a pull that is applied on an object. Now, there are many types of forces such as gravitational force, electric force, magnetic, nuclear, frictional force. Okay, so there are such various types of forces, but we are going to study only two particular types of force in our course, that is gravity and friction. Gravity. What is gravity? Gravity is the force with which objects are pulled downwards towards the center of the earth. For example, two pictures I've given here. One, you see a ripened fruit, that is an apple falling from the tree, right? So due to force of gravity, the apple falls down. And the other is a person has thrown a ball up, but eventually it will come down. Why? Because due to the force of gravity. If we throw a ball up, it will eventually come down due to this force of gravity. And now, if there was no gravity on earth, we all would be floating on the air. Okay, so due to the force of gravity, whatever goes up will come down for sure. Friction. What is friction? Friction is a force exerted when two surfaces are in contact with each other. Friction acts on all moving objects, but the direction of the force of friction is always opposite to the direction of the moving object. The force of friction, it always acts on the opposite direction. We need this force of friction in our actions too, such as walking, running, playing. Okay, so whatever like such activities which we do, we need friction. If there was no friction, we would not be able to walk, play, run, or do any such activities. Anything that started to move would never stop without friction. The force of friction, it depends upon the surface of the moving object. Generally, rough surfaces like stoned roads, carpeted floors, they have more friction as compared to the smooth floors or polished floors. Force of friction, it is less on smooth surfaces. Thus, if we roll a ball on smooth surface, it will roll far off compared to a rough surface. Friction, it even produces heat. For example, if we rub our palms together, warmth can be felt. Okay, when we rub our hands or palms, what we can feel? We can feel the warmth or heat. When we use powder or oil on our palm, it gets smooth and there is less friction. Then they can rub more easily and they do not get much warmer. Now, hinges of doors, it creaks when it's dry and friction makes it difficult to move. But if they are oiled, that is, if we apply oil in the hinges, they can move more easily. Substances like oil or powder that reduces frictions, those are known as lubricants. So this was all about friction. Now, there are even much more other forces also. There are other types of forces also. Like in short, we will discuss like muscular force. It is a force that is exerted by our body muscles. That is, we use our muscles and apply force. That is a muscular force. Mechanical force. It's tools and machines used as mechanical force to do work. Okay, those tools and machines which we use them as mechanical force to do our work. Elastic force. This force is used to move things like catapult, right? Sometimes when we hunt birds and all, like, or we want to chase the birds like crows and all, what we do? We use catapult to chase them, right? So those that is the elastic force. Next is work. In our day to day life, we use the word work, that is to describe the activities we do, such as play, study, cook, and the different chores which we do at home. But scientifically, work done, it has different meaning. Work is said to be done only when we apply a force on an object and the object moves. So scientifically speaking, work is not done in cases such as reading, sleeping, thinking. Okay, only work is done when we apply force, and that is change or movement in that thing. Then only it is said that work is said to be done. Our next topic is simple machines. Now, what are machines? Machines are tools which are used to make our work easy. They help us to do our work fast. They help us to do work with less effort. That is when we use the machines, it helps us in such ways. Our works can be done fast. Okay, with less effort we can do our works. Now there are six types of simple machines. What are they? They are lever, pulley, inclined plane, wheel and axle, screw and wedge. These are the six types of simple machines. We're going to study each of these types in details. The first one is lever. What is lever? Lever is a long rod rested on a support. It's one of the oldest and most common simple machine. Okay, that is lever. Okay, the oldest and most common simple machine is lever. A lever is a long rod rested on a support. It consists of three parts. What are the parts? Effort, load, and fulcrum. What is effort? It is the point where the force is applied. Fulcrum is the support which acts as a turning point, and load is the weight which needs to be lifted or moved. These are the 3 points in the lever, okay, or the three parts in the lever. Many devices based on lever are used to cut things and even open lids, such as spade, wheelbarrow, tongs. Okay, different pictures are given here. These are the examples, few examples of lever. Next is the pulley. Pulley is a simple machine that uses grooved wheel and a rope to move an object. Okay, by passing a rope over the groove, heavy objects can be easily raised, lowered, or moved. For example, if we see in villages, people uses pulley to draw water from the well. That is, they take out water from the well. A few more we can see example is to hoist flags. Okay, that is to lift flags, right? When we hoist the flag, what we do, the other side, uh, when we pull down the rope, the other side the flag goes up. So this is a function of a pulley. To lift loads such as cranes are used. In tall buildings, pulleys are used to pull up lifts. These are the different functions and examples of pulley. Next is wheel and axle. What is wheel and axle? A wheel fitted with a rod that is called axle. The rod is even called as an axle, which passing through its center is a simple machine that helps us to move or lift object. That is your wheel and axle. Okay, examples we can see in cars, skates, bicycles, doorknobs, steering wheel. Okay, these are few examples of wheel and axle. The fourth one is inclined plane. What is inclined plane? A slope is called an inclined plane. Stairs and ladders are inclined planes cut into steps. This is very important sentence. Okay, stairs and ladders also are inclined planes which are cut in the form of steps. It is easy to walk up a sloped inclined plane than to climb a number of steps. For example, trolleys and wheelchairs carrying patients are pushed into hospitals on these. It even is used to load heavy board or barrels on trucks. Okay, while boarding things on trucks, what we do? We use a slopey surface. So this is an inclined plane. Next is your screw. Screw is an inclined plane that has spirals around it. Okay, and it has sharp pointed end. It even hold things together. Few examples we'll see of screws such as bottle caps, bulb, drill machines. These are few examples of screw. Wedge. The sixth type of simple machine is wedge. A wedge is combination of two inclined planes held back to back. Okay, like you can see for a knife, you see, two inclined planes back to back. We can see they're attached. This structure gives the wedge a sharp edge. That is, one end is very sharp. And what are the uses? It helps to cut things. For example, we can see as axe, okay, which are used to cut trees wood, right? Axe, knives. So these are few examples of wedge. Our last topic of the lesson is energy. Now we all need energy to do work, and we get energy from food. Example, we can take such foodstuffs as rice, wheat, potato, sugar. These are a few foods that give us energy. And if we don't have a proper diet, we will get tired easily. So we can say that energy is the ability to do work. So what is energy? It is the ability to do work. Now, as we need energy, even the machines too require energy to do work. And there are various forms of energy such as solar energy, heat energy, light energy, electrical energy, wind energy, water or hydro energy, mechanical energy. These are the various forms of energy, and we will discuss them in detail one by one. First is solar energy. What is solar energy? Energy that comes from the sun is solar energy. And what we get from it? It gives us heat and light. Green plants use this energy to produce food. Humans and animals eat this food and use energy to stay alive. Solar energy is never ending, that is, it can never finish. A few examples of solar energy we can see, such as solar cookers, solar heaters. Alright, these are the few examples of solar energy. Next is heat energy. What is heat energy? When we burn fuels like wood, coal, or kerosene, we get heat energy from them, and it is used for cooking, to change water to steam, and also used in engines to move the vehicles. These are the few uses of heat energy. Our third type of energy is the light energy. It helps us to see things. The light and through light energy we can see things. Plants even use light energy to make food. These are two uses which I have given in short form. All right, we'll see each things in very short form. It's given in a lesson, so like that we will see through it. Next, fourth type is your electrical energy. This energy comes from electricity, and it is used to even run appliances such as washing machine, fridge, air conditioner, fans, light, many other things. We all know now we use electric energy in our day to day life. That's it. Okay, so we all know the uses and how to take care also while using them, also we know it. Our next fifth type is the wind energy. It comes from moving air, and it is used to generate electricity. It's for and this wind energy is even a form of solar energy. For example, in windmills now they run through the help of the wind energy. Next is your hydro or water energy, and this comes from the flowing water, and to it is also used to generate electricity. Mechanical energy, this is the energy is due to position or motion of an object. For example, we can take a speeding of car. Okay, these are the this is an example of mechanical energy. The last type of energy is tidal energy. This energy comes from waves or tides of the seas and ocean, and it is even used to move turbines to produce electricity. Now, in tidal energy, also turbines are used. Even in water hydro energy, when actually what happens when the water gushes in the dams and it falls over the turbine, this turbine rotates and it produces electricity. So due to turbines also electricity is being produced. So these are the various forms of energy we have discussed, and we have come to the end of the lesson. Thank you, students. Please go through your chapter well to do your test nicely. Thank you.